We go into map number 1, CP Gully Wash 4. Goon Squad versus Sesame Street. Shakey, can I hear you again?
Hello, test.
Okay, he's here. He's quiet, but he's here.
Right, hello. Sorry about that.
Alright, well, you're in perfect time for the mid fight. Actually, you're too late already. Soldier just goes in, kills everyone, Mad Fein down. This mid fight's over before it even started. Really big bomb by the blue soldiers.
Yeah, I think he said it. I mean, I literally plugged the headphone jack in. It is all over, but there's like so much re-aggression. What Elmo just walks in and kills the med. Like, okay, like I think they really knew like on the side of like on the side of red, they kind of knew that they should have sacked him at the end there, and they eventually did get Mikau down. So that's going to be a huge ad in favor of Miramu. It's interesting to see how like they backed out at the start and then just re-pushed. Like I thought it was honestly lost for them until they just re-aggressed and just miraculously got Miramu. Oh, sorry,
Yeah,
Mikau.
sometimes you just gotta believe, right? Just flex the DM a little bit and try to see if they respect the option at all, right? The only reason some situations stand made sometimes is because people just don't expect anyone to do anything, but if they're not properly holding yet, because why would you push them, right? Then they're not ready for it at all here. Scout makes it work on mid, now they have to do it into last as well. Push starting off, get the knife by power a little bit, still get the medic kill here. Is that good enough? Fein goes down in return, everyone's taking so much damage to the two soldiers and the demo spamming the shutter door. And despite getting in past the pyro, they don't get very far past the rest of the explosive classes.
Rocky just walked out on Pyro. Yeah, he was the star of that defense. He like bought so much time for his team. I mean, surely he is going to switch back. I'm trying to frantically. He's just
Copium.
walking out on Pyro, I guess. All right.
I mean, think about it this way. Surely now, with the pyro on the field, Elbow can't just walk in, right? That's how that works perfectly fine here. Ooh, the bombs are coming in big time. Well, you'd think a pyro would be better suited to deny these soldier bombs. But Silver Fein doing so much work, still not done with it yet. Wrap around from the other side. Don't want to let them get back into the lobby area and just cut them off from big door. Beautiful stuff by Sesame Street. That's exactly what I'm talking about. This is just situations where some teams just aren't ready for the push to happen yet. Because we just killed some of them. Why would they push us again? But they're just playing quick no matter what. They're not letting them set up a hold. They want to be quicker than that, and they're getting greatly rewarded.
Yeah, Silver had the perfect idea. He like jumped onto the door, cut off Goon Squad, and that was that. And now we're into the second mid of the round.
See what it is, a little bit of soldier fighting under, it's just a bit of spam exchange between the whole four of them, but still not having any kills. There we go, cleans up 2-1 each here in the end. Silver still goes in anyway, tries to have a scout come with this as well. Mixed results on that, but they're getting at least something out of it still. If both of them are going down, no soldiers left standing, one scout down already, and scout number 2, Smaz, are stuck on the low ground, not in fighting shape at all anymore for the red team. It just comes down to the DuMmTm and medic to see if they can somehow salvage this, but I don't think Matt's salvaging anything anymore. This just has to be the medic running out alive, while one man stays behind on mid to distract them and let the medic escape in the meantime. Good stuff by Goon Squad.
I felt bad for Matt. Like, I saw him on 15 HP behind the nipple, and I was like, where'd he go? And he just fell on the ground and kind of accepted his doom. At least did get his medic out. Silvo sacked to try get the force, not succeeding in that effort, as yeah, we just see Goon Squad coalescing for a river push. It's probably going to be a sack though. Movers are dead even. So yeah, we'll see what happens.
Wizard taking some damage will be fine. Aaron's in as well here. Doesn't look like a river push to me. They're just trying to get some bodies onto the point. There's the soldier bomb coming through to try to make it work, but neither of them find much of anything. While the rest of the team is sitting back, they're just waiting already for the counterplay. If anything is happening this time quickly onto them into second, they want to be ready for it, where they so far kind of were just unprepared for quick push-ups by Sesame Street. That push still takes its time right now, though. You gotta be careful as the red team, and if you're not, there's a sticky trap right on you as well. They do fight the force, but they don't have the time to react to the damage coming in their way. DuMmTm gets dropped from the beam. Very awkward one for Matt, and suddenly it's looking really bad. Silvo stuck in as well. Maybe Fein can help him from the other side river, but that man's actually also surrounded. They're not surrounding anyone. They're just stuck in the middle between everyone else on the blue team. Scouts wrapped around, already getting themselves on the point, and this is going to be a round.
I feel like that was just so hectic from the like starting from the like Goon Squad sacks. Like they double sacked and they did a really good play where they had a Sully on the point with the paint train. They just managed to coalesce off chaos off the back of that, so we're all tied up in the third mid of the round. Not really much happening. Smazza goes down to start off the mid and Def just trading spam. He's doing a really good job of blocking out Matt at the start. Wow.
Yeah, not bad. His mid-fight's been pretty good for Goon so far. If you ignore the fact that they kind of arguably lost the first one here, they still kind of wanted to begin with. But as it stands, that's 3 Ws straight on the mid-fights alone. That's going to be looking real good for the chances to take yet another round, especially with this mad kill. And suddenly, there's not much left standing to fight back here, but there's still Silver left in the backlines. They did not expect the substituted player here to make all of this happen. But once again, it's just these small random things happening after fights are already over that they just aren't ready for. Let's see what it will be. Smazza tries to block. They want to fight back on the second point. It's not working as intended though. Just so much damage landing on top of them. And they used a medic for the attempt to fight back on the second point. It's going to be ending disastrous for them. Last 3 stragglers still fighting. I mean, without a medic, you have a lot less holding back to do, I suppose, as Sesame Street. And I mean, they're getting in with full force, getting some good kills, actually getting back the point as well. But is that enough right now? They're still having 2 down on mid, even on Goon Squad. What's it gonna take for them to fight back here right now? The spawns are coming, but they're so slow to get in here. They have no position at all, getting forced back into choke. Not having an easy time keeping any position, and I guess they know better than desperately trying against a team that's already taken all of the high ground. Just losing people 8 on second is gonna cost them dearly. Alright, what can they do from here? We are closing in on even though. So maybe this is where the game slows down for a hot second as well, but with how it's been so far, I don't think that will stay this way for very long at all. This does not seem like the teams that would just prefer to sit here. And neither team has a lead, mind you, as well. So this just becomes an awkward moment of who wants to do it more right now. And the answer is Fane. Misses the air shot, doesn't quite get in, has some backup coming, trying to get in through choke. No one's getting anywhere close though. Now, maybe it's Lizard Wizard's time to shine. Disappears behind already. That's one thing to worry about for the red team, but there's more coming as well. Choke play comes through, trying to get in here. Aaron gets stopped pretty quickly, but they still trade one out in the end, while the man in backlines is still lurking as a big threat to worry about, and the damage is looking good. Different fight and choke in the meantime. There's just fighting everywhere, but Goon Squad is able to handle pretty much all of it. And in the midst of all this, of course, Lizard Wizard in the backlines just forcing Deeber while they're cleaning up front. Really interesting situation working out in Goon Squad's favor. I would have been shocked to see them get out with nothing here, but similarly, so I'm impressed that they got this much out of it. In the end, they still have force. It's not a completely clear take of the second point with nothing to worry about. But if you have to use the Uber to confidently take the second point, that is still at least something going right.
Hello, sorry. I hope mic number 4 is better.
Already sounds very nice, I will say.
Alright, yeah, sorry about the solo cast for a bit, but I'm back now. What has been happening? All evened up on last. Not all evened up on last. Miramu's got the ad, 50%.
Yeah, they found a really late force, but that force happened so late, in fact, by that point they could not get the bid point back. It was just a really nice play from the backlines, distracting everyone to just start taking a 5-4 through choke, while also getting the force from Lizard Wizard in the other choke as well. They just had 2 fights in both chokes, and they won both of them. And that was just, again, this unfortunate circumstance that Goon Squad keeps finding this in, where the fight is over, but someone forces.
Yeah, interesting decision. I think Sesame Street wanted to push out, but I think they realized the ad was dwindling. That was the right call from them. So a bit of indecision there, but yeah, I think Goon Squad are just gearing up. They're probably gonna get the gun first, but it's so aggressive. It's like in the middle pole area. They're gonna have to it's gonna be quite hard to spam out, in my opinion.
Depends on how much counter spam there is from the river side, right? Because that's where you wanna have the easy angle of approach board, I suppose. Making it difficult for now, but you're gonna be in the crossfire if you go deep towards Riverside as well, so what does it take? There we go, the spam's still working for them, but it's actually the spam from main in the end. Finding the gun, that's good in theory. In practice, I don't know if it's enough right now with one player down.
Yeah, a bit of a battle happening in River. Frags traded Silvo for Fane, and yeah, nothing much happening. One down from each team, and the round timer is already down to 3 minutes. Wow. So I feel like with a minute to go, like maybe not a minute to go, but like maybe like a couple of seconds to go, we might see a bit of like some sort of push from Goon Squad, like just so that the timer doesn't reset. Oh, they're actually good. They've got I think that's Lizard on Psy right now. So we'll see how that turns out.
Spike could certainly shake things up, but you gotta be quick, like you said, time's running out. Wanna have success fast.
Smaz already on
Oh
it.
no, yeah. Out in the medic as well, but just in the spawn door, you can't do much about that one. It's trying to distract in the meantime as well to have the odds for the spy get any better at all, but just cost them some place in the end. Left going down late as well, just to make things worse, and now there's not much standing on second anymore.
Yeah, I mean, Goon's got a 3 down. Like, if there's a time, it's pretty much now to push out from the side of Sesame Street. And yeah, they're kind of backed out. I think they've just given this up. They've got, like, their med on the point along with the pocket scout. I don't know what Aaron's doing, just staring at the scout that's about to jump into him.
They're thinking about it. Soldier comes through, scouting from Victor on the beam for the blue team here. Do lose a Soldier immediately, but maybe the Uber fight can work out for them here. Get the scout onto the DuMmTm. The flash comes back. Matt will stay alive for now, but not forever. The Uber runs out eventually. It's a much later Uber, surprisingly. Much less flashing by the blue team in all of this. Somehow working out in a favor. Fane goes in. There's the last few stragglers coming through, desperately trying to do anything with this. But it's only going to be the demo kill. It's technically a good one, but at this point, just a tiny bit better Uber charge, tiny bit better post-Uber position for Goon Squad, doing so much for them.
I mean, they've got like their spawners out now, but they've got so much cap time. Like, I don't really believe that they're going to hold this.
Someone doesn't want to lose this fight. Left is taking it valiantly here, gets a scout, has to fight a soldier in close quarters. That one's not so easy, will go down, but the rest of the team's still in. They want to just see what they can get away with right now. Unfortunately, the answer is not a whole lot at this point, trying to get some bombs through. And with that, also somehow leave Milkow alone for just a little bit too long to be really all that comfortable. But it looks like the soldiers can't quite chase in time. It looks like neither can the DuMmTm. The scout on the other side, however, blocks the exit off perfectly. Where did ammo even come from?
Speaking about the double spy attempt, Lev tried to go spy big door, but he got immediately found, and I think it's just he just walked out with 38 HP, knowing that he'd been found. But that was a glorious blunder from Goon Squad. Like, they had so much cap time, and they had so many like people alive, but yeah, Sesame Street just like really clutched up and got everyone onto the point and managed to defend it.
Alright, well, good news for Sesame Street. They didn't just get out last, they get all the way into second with Uber. If they're lucky, they might even be able to use this into last, and I don't think anyone is really in position to change much about this fact anymore. No bombs in anywhere hiding, no sniper waiting for them anywhere. This is just going to go straight through second into last. The trap left, waiting for a blind that I doubt it's going to work. Yeah, they're ready for it. Not going to let him get anything at all in the lobby area, where the red combo is already squaring up for push past this Pyro if they can help it.
Yet again, like, they don't even get through the door. Smazza was the only one that got through the door, and he got shotgunned down. Really good job from the Rocky Pyro, yet again denying the entire push.
It's strange to see as well, because I feel like Shutter Pyro has been out of the meta for quite some time now on Gully Wash, but this game right now, it looks like it's showing its ugly face again, where people just aren't quite prepared for it as much as they maybe should be, to see that sort of hold again. It's so dangerous too, because if the scouts just hit something, you're just dead on the spot. Maybe miss one air blast on the rocket as well, you just get eaten alive here. But for now, it's the Pyros doing all of the good work right now. Silvo down, gets the force storm, medically weak, has to pop there, and Smazza is just on the backlines already, waiting for the team to take the fight. Well, he's just doing a simple click of mouse to the point, decloaks, and wins that thing on the spot. Sesame Street finding a funny one, and that's a lead with that one too.
Oh, yeah, like, there was just literally a coast to coast, like, off the back of the kind of near victory of Goon Squad, and then just, yeah, getting reversed into the fourth mid. Macau going down so early into the fight, and yeah, so many frags falling in favor of Sesame Street. Miramu, Matt, and Elmo alive at the tail end of it, level 3 HP, trying to get something, but it's gonna be a no.
Yeah, first real victory on the mid-fight for Sesame Street. They always found something late after losing and made the losing position better from, but this time around, there's no question asked. They're actually just the winners from here, and with how it's been going so far, that's kind of scary. Goon Squad has been playing a really, really good game, but I think Sesame Street played a faster game so far, if anything, right? Just always quicker to go from option A to B, from one play to the other. That's been their strong suit so far. It might have been a little bit more mistake-riddled, I suppose, along the way, but if they can now clean up their act a little bit and just play the same game they've been doing, but just a little bit less awkward around the edges, then maybe this is going to be a huge turning point for them. Let's see how it goes into last right now. This one still has to work. The Pyro not in shutter this time, but still there, trying to stop this push as much as they can. Doing a decent bit of work here, not getting very far, struggling with the gun, but things are getting into shapes finally.
Really good jukes from Macau. He was on 58 HP and he juked Silvo to live, and it's a 3v3. They've got a scout on the point, and yeah, that's a really good job from Elmo baiting the remaining Green Squad players onto the point, getting the force out. It's not going to be that much of an ad for Miramu. Actually, I don't think it will be that much of an ad because he's on a healing now, so he was going to be in slight favor of Miramu and Sesame Street, but yeah, we see Goon Squad trying to cap it up out here on second.
That was dangerous to left as well. He had to push into a scout and two or three sickies on the point. Somehow managed to stay alive against that. Just deletes Elmo on the spot to save the round of the scout on the point, luring them into the little bit of pincer maneuver they had going on. So good stuff by Goon Squad to keep themselves alive. Like you said, advantage still there for Miramu. It's not a lot, but maybe it's just enough here coming through. Here's the replay for you guys as well of the, I can't even say tiny air shot, I suppose, but a little one at least in the grand scheme of things. Didn't have too much immediate repercussions here just now as we head back into second. Maybe this is where you want to see some air shots. I think that technically counts. Krolek double jumps and eats a pipe forward right into the floor. Couldn't double jump back out to save themselves from fall damage. Tiny air shot in this one maybe, but with big repercussions, this fight is just over.
Yeah, they're pushing in with one down, and yeah, they're just in. Fane just bombs directly in. He's drawing so many eyes, and they've got the player just capping. Silvo gets up to about half HP, and he gets the force. That's a really good play from Sesame Street.
Yeah, that's exactly what they're looking for. Milkow even still weak afterwards. If they had better player numbers, they maybe could just immediately re-push in as it stands. And results still really good. They just gotta make sure that they don't get forced themselves. Blue team, good squad, trying to see what they can get away with, but the answer probably is very disappointing for them to realize as they just have to fall back now. Set up a defense as well. NG and Paro have been doing good work so far, but it wasn't enough last time, so what good does it do them now? The Sesame Street's ready for it. Squaring up with the push, everyone's getting a buff, and then the heals in River probably coming forward into lobby, it looks like right now. Daring for the push with the combo, but from left side lobby this time around.
Yeah, interesting decision to go from balcony. I think they wanted to try to get the gun first before going in. Rocky Pyro coming in the aftermath pushes the combo literally back into River. A lot of ground being taken by the Sesame Street Solis as they do get Macau. And the frags are falling, and yeah, that's gonna be it. That's gonna be another round for the side of Sesame Street.
Yeah, strange one for sure, but Goon Squad couldn't quite deal with it. Position was just about taken enough by Sesame Street to do exactly what they wanted there at the end. Get players everyone high ground as far as they're concerned. That's good enough. And just get the rest of the fight under wraps from there with the player they head into yet another mid-fight. Sesame Street finally with a strong lead in this game, 3-1, and they're not stopping just yet. Mid-fight ensues, immediately shutting down Aaron. Maybe the second soldier can bring some change for them, but for now it's just the red soldiers controlling the high ground. Silvo shooting down on them does amazing damage for the rest of the team to work with. Fane looking to clean up. Can't quite stay alive against the scout, but that doesn't mean he doesn't have any of his own as well. Smather cleans up one more, but at this point they're slowly but surely running out of numbers here. They're trading over trading, but they're just not finding a lead on the mid-fight.
Yeah, Elmo is just aggressively walking into the combo of Goon Squad, and they've got quite a lot of control over the nipple. Lizard goes down to the pipes of Matt, and they get the force out on the side of Macau. So Miramu's going to live with about an 85% advantage, and I think they are just looking to walk it in. Yeah, Elmo really wants to just aggressively walk it in. They're going to wait for the soldiers if that's going to be a successful recap.
Yeah, I think this mid-fight once again shows greatly how Sesame Street want to play. This was a close mid-fight, but they kept pressing W. Like you said, Elmo leading the charge is exactly what they want to be doing, and it's just about working out. Just one small mistake here, the moment just a step ahead from the rest of the team on Goon Squad. Not on the same wavelength for just a moment. Cost them immediately the entire mid-fight pretty much just by itself. They clean up nicely once the stickies were off the table. And they're getting this one through second all the way to last already. Miramu with advantage into this last push. And they've been cleaning up their act on last as well, so what's really going to stop them here? Soldier close, Aaron staying alive, but barely so, forcing everyone back already. It's looking not so bad for Sesame Street, if not for the lack of damage right now.
Yeah, they were just so passive. Like, even the Ubered players didn't want to go in. They just, like, fell out of the balcony, and then no one jumped, and they just waited for their Uber to fade, and that's a... Oh, I was going to say that's almost a successful defense. They got Macau in the tail end of that. I don't think that's going to be that much ad for Miramu, though. Like, it's going to be about 20%. Macau just spawned. So yeah, I think they definitely had the right play there. Like, going balcony on the last push was like a good like way of avoiding the pyro, but yeah, they just didn't capitalize off the aggression that time.
Wasn't quite enough, and it's not too late for a comeback yet. 9 minutes left. It's getting difficult, but something's got to happen with Goon Squad, right? They've been playing a really good game early on, but looks like slowly but surely Sesame Street's been finding their footing in this game. Just able to play how they've been wanting to, just a little bit better than they've been in the early stages. Maybe this is just warming up throughout the match here, like finally coming to fruition for them. And this is maybe all they need here. Push comes in, one opportunity to Uber. It's not a whole lot, and with Elmo going down early, they're actually doing this with bad numbers as well.
Really good counter bomb at the end from Lizard, and the Rocky Pirates coming out of the tail end of that fight. Bruno on 3 HP. He was one like heavy Tommy Slav bullet away from death, but he slithers away. Gets a pack. I think Silver's gonna sacrifice. He's just gonna buy time for his medic, but not have to sacrifice himself. So yeah, Miramu getting out at the tail end of that fight. And Goon Squad probably just gonna cap it up here. Save back cap. Oh, they get the force out in the end on the side of Sesame Street. So really good play there. Their scouts really sacking and committing for that. And that's just been a consistent theme. Like on the last push, I think once they realized things were going south, they just sacked for Macau, and now. This time they sack their 2 scouts in for the 4, so it's going to be about a 40%, 35%-ish ad for Miramu.
I don't think they're done sacking yet. Look at that, Silver coming in from under the point, wants to start the fight. The rest of the team can pick up the slack from there, and there they come as well. Elmo cleans up the damage, is auto delivered, and another sticky snipe into Big Door finds yet another victim. It's exactly like you said, these guys don't want to hold back. If they see an opportunity to do anything, they will take it. They want to play this quick game, and it's up to Goon Squad to be ready for them time and time again. They're just telling them, we're not quite there yet, we're not quite ready for you to play this pace. And they're once again forcing them back up to last 90% only in Goon Squad. They don't quite have an Uber yet, even fight on point, Soldier straight. They're getting in there, but it's not fast enough this time round for Sesame Street, unable to beat out the Uber charge coming from Goon Squad, 2 down each. I'd be surprised if we push here, but at the same time, with how they've been playing, maybe I really shouldn't be at this point.
Yeah, I think Smazzer tried to go for the glory play. I think he was caught out. But what's this? There's just the scout in at last. Elmo. Speaking of scouts trying to make glory plays, both the Sesame Street scouts just running in at the tail end of the fight, seeing what they can get. But yeah, Ubers are going to even up off the side of that successful defense from Goon Squad. Sesame Street trying to get some ground from Big Door. And yeah, I think both teams are going to be looking to just build, settle in for the defense. About a 25, about a 10%. Can I even do maths? Like 20%, sorry. Final answer. Ad for Miramu. I honestly think they will just try go for it. I mean, they have been really aggressive, like the entire map.
No, map aside, this is not a whole lot. They got to be quick if they want to do this at all. And if you just walk into a pyro and get blasted in the face, it's not a good start to any of this, I suppose. Immediately trade that out, I suppose, but I mean, that's all at the cost of a Uber at this point. Blue team is just walking at them here. Vayne can do the same though, ready for it, and that's going to be doing some great work already.
Elmo, they had, I think they had a gun up, but Elmo just managed to sneak up from under. But I think
they're still there as well.
Yeah.
They know exactly where they're sitting as well. They know they're in main. They're just getting damage in already. They're not trying to let them stay forward at all. Clutch air blast keeping the cow alive, but that's another one needed. This one doesn't hit at all. Silver sneaks past the pyro once again. They're just doubling down when things look bad to make them better. And at this point, they're not looking better. They're just looking straight upgrade for them.
Yeah, poor Macau. I feel like he was so close yet so far to the spawn door. Getting cleaned up at the tail end of that fight. It's unfortunately been the story of this map. A bit of action happening in Big Door over here. Level 6 HP does not get out alive. 2 frags falling in the favour of Sesame Street as they just push back in from Big Door.
Not bad, not bad. That still has a sticky trap at lobby, but that one's pretty much immediately dealt with. They don't find a demo kill, I suppose, but Only 5 left right now here. They're squaring up one shot at as well. Have to get past the Pyro once again. That's been a struggle for them, as you can see. I don't even know where the soldier just died, but things are rough at the beginning, but they find their way through eventually. The moment the first soldier died, they actually busted their way through the flank. Can get past this Pyro finally and just walk right over the rest of them. DM just coming through to make the difference. Try as he might left. Won't win this one. Sesame Street sure as hell looked like they will though. 4-1. It's looking like a game well on its way to be over at this point.
Yeah, with 4 minutes on the clock, I'm guessing we'll see another aggressive mid from the side of Sesame Street. He did a really good job of locking out Deft last mid, so we'll see how things go. Rocky trying to creep up onto the enemy team's side. 1 frag each, 2 frags, finally falling in favor of Goon Squad. And again, like, so much aggression. It's like Rocky's just in the enemy choke, trying to get into the face of Sesame Street. And he gets out alive for it? Like, okay.
Or sometimes these things are just working out in your favor if you just believe hard enough. And for now, that's all they have, right? On Goon Squad, they just gotta have faith right now that somehow this still turns out their way. But it's a far cry from getting there. There's little time left for this many rounds to bring this back to at least overtime. Gotta try anyway here. It's not gonna happen by itself. Bust comes through, choke immediately, Ubercharge. Just get in there. Can't get Doman early. Get Smasher, however, off the beam. Nothing Miracle can really do about this one here. Feint caught as well. Now it's just rest of the fight. Red team sitting back on the high ground, but they're just waiting there to be executed. All the blue team pushes up deep on them to get these kills. And slowly but surely, one by one, they're just eating away on them.
Yeah, Aaron did a really good job. Like, I don't know how Aaron managed to stay alive, but jumping behind and drawing like eyes, staying alive at the tail end to like trap off the Sesame Street combo in the end was really good. But Goon Squad are getting melted at last. It's literally like a repeat tale from the time that they like wiped Sesame Street and then they got wiped at last themselves. Sesame Street are gonna successfully defend it again.
Oh no, they lose the soldier 1v1 on second as well. Didn't hit a single air shot here, and they're getting denied, trying to even get in and help with that to begin with. Sesame Street is looking to wrap this one up. Don't have Mariba to do that anymore, but anything slowing them down is just good enough at this point, right? You don't need to keep winning right now. You've been winning plenty this map. You just need to not lose for just a tiny bit longer, and they have this one in the bag.
Yeah, they've got about a 50% ad on the side of Goon Squad. Really sky-high bomb from Silver. I think is just gonna... Yeah, he's gonna get out. Lev going down, that's not gonna be good for them. They do need scouts going into this last push. And Sesame Street are actually trying to defend it, like, somewhat. I mean, they're back at the tail end, but they committed a soldier for it. Fake bombing in. And the Uber ad has about dwindled now. So that was a really good attempt. Oh my god. And I think one of the blues, yeah, Fane, he got a really nice rocket onto Macau. Didn't get the force though.
Yeah, in the end, if you deal damage to the medic and no one sees it, it didn't even matter. They will still use eventually, but much later at this point, much further into the last one here for better chances at the final fight. But it's still with 2 down actually getting in here to begin with. They don't have a choice. They need to take this fight. They gotta get towards point. Finally getting a few kills here, drawing even on numbers, but is that good enough right now? Doesn't look like it, just as I say that. 3 die in one fellow swoop. Grenade stuff by the 6 on point, just preying on the desperation on this capture area and take them out immediately in one fellow swoop. And there's not much left standing. Sesame Street looking well prepared to hold that one, and they pretty much just got this in the bag now.
Yeah, minute 30. We are in dead time. I feel like Sesame Street probably still can get around. They've got the ad and they've got the aggression for it. Elmo going down at mid, and a bit of re-aggression coming out here from Goon Squad. 2 to get 3. He's going to be able to keep mid. Miramu's going to walk out with about 20% ad, but I feel like they're just going to probably turtle up at this point. 48 seconds, not really much incentive to push out.
This is just for the morale right now, right? You want to see something go right at the end of the game, just to take this one forward as one good memory at the end of a game you've been losing for so long now. Maybe a pain train kill is a good way to round the game out with, but I feel like a last push would be even better. That being said, as we know right now, I don't know what the odds at this point actually making this push happen here against a team with full Uber. A gun might be lacking, but they have a heavy. That's the next best thing you can hope for on the high ground too. That's a rare one, I suppose, but it's just going to be an exchange straight in, straight out as well, hoping the cap time does some heavy lifting here right now, but I have my doubts on that one. Heavy just off the high ground denies them pretty much immediately. They're chasing them down the river as well. They're not letting them even have any fun at all. There's only one team allowed to have fun. Sesame Street is the ones with the last laugh today. At least for now. Map 1's confidently going their way.
Bagel going down, and we'll be watching Matt on this mid.
Alright, let's see how it goes here. This fast cap time will certainly change things up compared to the traditional product game. We'll see who actually comes out on top with this match here now. On Bagel, Sesame Street winning map number 1, looking good for them already. And much unlike last map, they're just kind of sitting back in the mid fight, letting everyone come their way and swatting them down like flies. And they're going down just that quickly as well. Sesame Street coming out on top. They're the big birds today, and there's no stopping them just yet. Something's going to change, and with a Matt going down early, this is going to take some time, I assume.
Yeah, I mean, the Goon squad just immediately bombed. Like when I mean immediate, I was just on the Goons, the Sesame Street cam, and I just saw the two Sullys flying in, getting immediately picked off, and yeah, we see them trying to go in again. They at least do get the cap off the back of that, which is great. Macau on about like 40% Uber disad here, and yeah, Sesame Street going to pick it back up. I think a bit of spam is getting traded up. Surely they're not going to get forced yet. Nah, Macau is really like safe and sound in this corner, and I think we're just going to see Ubers even up here.
Alright, well, this is what the Star have to get to play it now on Goon Squad now that they finally have the charge going forward as well. Silver just now spawning as well, so 6 up on Sesame Street, waiting how this fight will go. Let's see what it's going to be. So the was looking for force actually is falling back immediately. Immediate trade on this one as well. Frolic with an opportunity, finds a kill to Sylv. They're getting the cap up already here, but the fight is far from over just yet. Now with cap time on Goon Squad's favor. That's still going to be awkward though. The blessing in disguise here of the point is that, sure, your timer is working now, but the curse here in this situation is that you've got to watch your spawns right now. Anyone dying for Goon Squad now is gone for so much longer than their opponents. So it's actually really, really generous to them that most of them get back safely to the rest of the team. Safe of Frolic, I suppose. That man's still going down late in this fight, gone for so long, so...
Sorry, cut you off. Oh, they actually do end up getting the cow. Job on Silver, but yeah, huge flank from Fane at the tail end of that fight. And Lev
well.
with a counter flank.
That's a massive one as well. You were worried about the first flank. I mean, it did work in the end to get this fight started, but I guess 2 can play that game. They find one of their own, delaying the cap. You can tell already they want this medic to be alive the second they want him to, not when the game says he should be alive, and that's working brilliantly for them. Silver hiding as well. Can't get much out of this one. Funny little spot. You gotta watch out for these kind of things, especially on newer maps, to keep your eyes open for that once they become standard for you, I suppose, eventually down the line. Trap on the forward position, not doing much either. Their blue team is just ready to get in here.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of damage getting exchanged on...
Oh, man, it's just deleting the medic.
Just picks up a trap. I was just about to comment on the trap because he has a really good trap on the top right. Actually, see what's going on here before I comment on the trap. Just the Sully is trying to win and see what they can get. Poor Fane gets taken down by Aaron at the tail end, but Matt had a trap on like the top roof, and both Lev and Rocky just immediately jumped up there without realizing the trap was there. So yeah, really good spot. But I think like both teams are just trying to...
Ooh, Smaz are getting smacked as well right away. That's a tough start to this fight here. Blue team a minute behind, but this fight starting off pretty good. Aaron on the flank. Looks like the double sword aggression will take that man out pretty quickly. They're trying to edge 40, but it's not quick enough. There we go. Sorted from the backline, trying to get through. That's the force at least. Where's Macau and all this? That is the big worry right now for the blue team. But Matt's getting out back alive to spawn, but the Red Burst is cleaning up what's left on the point. Not much left standing here. They're pretty much done with this one. Took quite a while though, as much as this finally a silver lining for Goon Squad. Sesame Street have 30 seconds left.
Yeah, huge ad on the side of Cal at a 70% ad. Yeah, they definitely look to be gearing up to take this Uber in. The Sully's just taking ground, getting his cap time. Good counter spam though from Sesame Street at 1. They trade Farrax here. And yeah, there's 10 seconds of the clock here, so the Uber is probably going to come out relatively soon. At least they're going to have to cap. And
there's
yeah,
ammo from the back lines.
From behind.
Oh, they saw him go there. They just kind of took him off their minds for a second to focus forward as well. But this late force is going to be real strange now. They have 2 minutes left and practically overtime. And this bagel cap is so quick. Using this in the middle of a fight is such a normal occurrence as well. So overtime on this map, so much better for the team in the lead than it is on any other KOF map we have.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're just seeing Sesame Street walk back in here with the leapfrog Uber. They don't even have to... Oh, sorry. Yeah. They finally do end up using it. They get so much ground with it, but not that many frags. Mikau just backing out safely with his scouts, and yeah, the re-rushing is coming out now. That was mirror mid, but it was just Smazza. But yeah, bit of cap time getting traded out here from
bit of cap time is really
teams,
terrifying right now.
yeah.
They have to go on and block. They can't fall back anymore. They're trading numbers, but that's just good news for Sesame Street. They have the better spawns right now. They're destroying themselves onto the point and end the round the second there's an opening. And there you go. A lead on this map is just terrifying. You can trade so much on this map, but you still just stay ahead the entire time as the team ahead already. And they're taking it from here. 1-0 Sesame Street.
Yeah, we'll see what happens on this side. I feel like Goon Squad aren't going to try the double early soldier sack. They're just trading out spam. Rocky's on the point, seeing what he can get. First soldier bombs in. The Lizard goes down. They trade frags. Oh, Matt goes down just then. And yeah, spam getting traded out. Def trying to see what he can do. I mean, he gets bombed indirectly and he just goes down. Fane and Silvo just combining in for the frag, and that's going to be the cap for Sesame Street.
Trust kept going their way here once again. Last bit of cleanup keeps the numbers even as well. So if they want to approach quick, it's going to be a difficult one, but who's to say they don't just try Aaron on the point or immediately just smack down to low HP, will go down. This depth from respawn as well. Man can't even spawn as well. They just sent a soldier main and the damage is there from every single direction at this point. Mikau is still stuck in the middle of like 3 people surrounding them. It's a force at least, but that means very little right now. Their Uber runs out so quick, just flashing everyone. They still have 10 even with Mikau having the fast spawns right now. And Sesame Street's looking unstoppable so far.
Poor Deft. I think he shot us. He sticky jumped, so he was on half HP, and then Silvo got surfed into him and just picked him up. So a bit of a tragedy. They're gonna be wood up now, trading spam, trying to get onto the point, and yeah, I mean, they look to be succeeding. Like they're gonna give it a time. But Soli's really pinned. He just decides to bomb back out. Someone jumped in really deep onto Mikau, but now they're in the back lines. I think that was Fane.
Ooh, there's no falling back even still. They do smash, that doesn't matter. They already fought, they're gonna keep committing with it. They wanna just shut people down, get them all back into spawn. Naf is the only one still somewhere close to fighting back. Tries to get to the medic, but the DuMmTm's running into the crosshair. Takes one for the team. Oh no, the late soldier bomb as well. It's just trying to help out, but it's just a second short of actually getting in there while the scout's still alive. Not quite gonna be doing it. It's a messy fight. It looks like it's just enough for Goon Squad to finally get the cap time away off just late deaths on Sesame Street, but they're up in no time at all and more than ready to fight back, I would imagine. Let's see.
And yeah, I think the enemy team is sorry.
Oh, Lev wrapping around
to
on
walk in from bottom right, but yeah, Lev just trying to sack in for the med there. It's not going to succeed at all.
Oh, it's a bit of a scary one. At least they keep on pushing with this too. They just see them a little bit fast about it on the front lines there. They're just trying to make a full-on push out of it. That one not going so well. They're obviously down left already, but Aaron getting caught in the midst of it all just makes things even worse. Daft kind of lost in the sauce there. Didn't really know where to fall back to. Will be staying alive. No one really pushed them there all too much as well. They're too busy dealing with Silvo and the backlines as well. And somehow just sink bombs onto Left, who's just spawned again. Unlucky one. That's a big L to take, but it could be much worse, I suppose. Mikau gets out alive, so Goon Squad still have silver lining here. On the point it goes, they're still behind on cap. They've once again fallen about a minute behind on Goon Squad. This needs to change now, but it's not looking any good. Fane finds the bomb on the medic. And they're not even done pressing W as well. Elbow forward, gets the damage going. Just cleans up what's left of the combo, and that is not a whole lot anymore. Left in the 1v1 eventually will win that one, but at what cost? Goes down immediately. No one's left standing for the blue team. Sesame Street just in full control of every single fight they're taking.
Mission ends in 30 seconds.
Yeah, you can hear as well, 30 seconds left. This timer is relentlessly ticking down. on the Goon squad. What does it take for them to bring this one back? It's looking so difficult right now. One straight up fight over the point. I guess they have to take a chance here against this team with full Uber. They find the force quite quickly and actually some kills as well. Sort of fight's awkward there, but eventually they find Silver Fane just about getting back. They're just hiding on the flank right now. DuMmTm steps a step ahead, wants to block the point, but gets himself stuck in a fight that's really, really tough to win. Doesn't matter, the rest of the team there to clean up the mess anyway. Nothing left alive. Silver and gang looking to have this one on and under wraps right now. He's just getting back to the fight at this point, but it's looking all done for them here. 2-0 for Sesame Street.
It was really scrappy at the end of that for Goon squad. Like I think Rocky got a lot of damage onto like Matt, but no one else on his team followed up, and yeah, this just got disintegrated after that. 2-0 lead for Sesame Street, so let's see how this turns out. Potentially the final round of the map.
Let's see if the Goons can somehow bring this one back. Bombs coming in deep, looking for some victims here. Finds Smazzer stuck between the two soldiers. That's not a bad start. Daft aggressively will point trade for a scout. Not the worst one to take here if you're already in the lead, but is it really a lead? They're getting better position out of it, sure, but leading another player, there's Soldier down, and there's the repush coming through. Nice rockets for Silver as they're going deep, not letting him have any room to breathe as well, and just one soldier behind the scout up front. There's no escaping that. Elbow probably takes himself off the melee there, but at least he's having fun, I guess.
Yeah, another dominant mid from Sesame Street. Miramu lives on a full ad. And yeah, Silvo and Lizard getting traded out there. But I think they're just going to go in for the force here. They're just trying to jump in on the side of Goon Squad. Aaron gets denied. He's going to jump out.
A couple more trades here and there. Goon Squad finally getting ahead on numbers at least. Maybe that's enough.
Oh my god! Aaron gets the spiral air shot onto Miramu there.
Huge for Goon Squad. That should wrap up the cap squad, but we've seen before, once people start dying, there's no chance they're not going to try to get for the medic, so it's a good news that they're getting the scouts out of the equation early, and one single bomb by Silver is not enough for them to actually dare contest this anymore. Let the soldier fall back. Daft once again taking a bunch of damage, just trying to get some stickies early. This man has been a little bit off sync with the rest of the combo this map, but at least he's staying alive for now.
So off the back of the God Spiral air shot, Goon Squad get the cap, but they eventually get forced out in the end, and I don't think they're gonna get that much with it. I mean, Deft is really far in, but he gets completely denied at the tail end of that fight. But the soldiers in. Oh, Lizard can't get the rocket off onto Miramu, and Sesame Street are gonna walk back in.
Stopped very quickly. That's good news for Goon Squad. They just had a problem with these players behind this map so far. Elmo not getting much value this time around. Certainly it's looking really good on them here. And they've taken a lead by this point. They're not a very strong one. Silver just jumps in, deletes the scout. They have to fall back, and this lead's pretty much gone. The count is so weak. Lucky for the medic to get out of this one. That was a scary moment falling back late with the rest of the team, but it's gotta be staying fine for the rest of Goon Squad here. They're maybe only having small lead, but it's the first one they had in a hard minute this map.
I mean, Matt did a really good job of just holding off that door for as long as he could from the bottom right. A lot of spam is getting traded out from both teams, and I think we're about to see a trade. I mean, Def just gets caught out, just gets left to dry. Left out to dry, sorry, and a bit of cap coming out from Rocky on the point. There's so much pressure onto Macau here. He's on 25 HP, finally uses Miramu. Not going to be the subject of another spiral air shot used as well, but it's going to be a much better Uber for his team. And yeah, Goon Squad just back out at the tail end of that fight.
Sesame Street thinking a bit about a forward hold as well. Like you mentioned though, just a demo man off sync once again there, costing them so much for any chance to turn around this fight. Sesame Street now comfortably in the lead as well. Not much of a forward hold. Looks like Goon Squad is just rotating around the long way around. Still waste some time, I guess, but they are not done with them yet. There's just a big double one coming through. They're giving themselves a false sense of security coming in here and just have the damage ready to still take players down despite an open entry for the taking. It's actually just a big bait in the end. No, the medic might not have been committed there. Macau gets back out alive, but I mean, like we said before, right? Once you're this much in the lead, just trading away is just really good news actually for Sesame Street.
Yeah, I mean, they've got to play it down, so they're not holding as aggressively. Still trying to like spam it out, of course.
Rocky, just the persistent force of his team walking onto the point. They've got so much cap time right now. It's be interesting to see if, yeah, they finally get the use out, they get the cap out as well, and Mirabu still hasn't used the Uber, such a late use.
This could be dangerous cap. I mean, they kind of have to do it as well, but Minefield spawns are once again against their favor, and with the first few picks coming through already, how much longer can they sustain this fight? It's just trading back and forth right now. Sesame Street probably more than happy. Just taking eye for an eye right now. Deft stuck forward with the medic, can't get one to kill. Left so close in front of weak medic, and pistol shots will do it before the melee comes out for Smazzer. But they're all done before. They're just slowly but surely all went down in the midst of this fight. Sesame Street caps it up. Didn't delay for the medic. That is a bit of an awkward one, but it's just dragging this to overtime in no time at all.
Yeah, with 12 seconds, it's going to just come down to one scrappy DM fight in the end. Silvo on Sniper. Both blue solis jump in here. Lands in enemy territory on 1 HP. They get the cap, but it's just a really scrappy fight at the tail end of this. Like, equal frags down on both sides. Sesame Street, like, just trying to spam it out and see how much ground they can get without giving up that much, that many of their players. As I say that, they do just give up 2 of their players, but they've got a minute on the clock, so they definitely can just rotate, get their spawns up and, like, try again.
Alright. Well, time's ticking on them. They gotta do it now or never. Blue team squared up at the point with no Uber at all. Miramu with an advantage that they have all rights to wait for if they really want to, but they're starting to cap them off already. They're forcing them towards the point. They can afford to take some trades here if it comes down to it. Soda in the backline's trying to get to the medic. Can't quite get past these scouts. Stuck in the middle of them all. Will fall eventually here. Cap time's looking real good, and the numbers are dwindling for Goon Squad. What does it take to win this fight here? Miracle, I guess, is really what they need right now, but there's none inside. Medic executed on the captured area itself, and one by one, they're just getting taken down to the end of this map. Sesame Street 3-0 will take this one home.
I'd say like a slow start to Gully, but like eventually a dominant one, like towards the end of the first map.
Yeah, they were warming up, it feels like, throughout the course of the match, right? Just, it got better and better. And at some point here in the end, there was just no stopping them anymore. Real solid stuff by Sesame Street all around. Some highlights, of course, for Goon Squad there along the way, but they're just not able to keep pace for the entirety of this match as well. They just ran out of steam at some point, it felt like. And you could really tell just Sesame Street starting to run circles around them. And with that, we see Friday, I guess. Same time as per usual for some more Highlanders. See you then.